It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. The Tune 45 Shave Gel. I've been working on this so hard lately, and I'm dropping it June 4th at the Orlando premiere. Very excited about that, and it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you guys, so I appreciate you guys. But let's go ahead and get started on this haircut tutorial. We're gonna do kind of like an old school side part, haircut with the low fade, zero on the sides, and like usual, we're balding the client out first with the Andy ZR. Outliner blade is attached, and then we'll follow up with the Andy's Profile shaver. Give it that extra close shave. But this is a professional look with a, with some style, with some, some blend to it. We're gonna keep it kind of low because we want it to be a gradual blend to the very long length at the top. And while we're here with the half, with the Andes all the way open, the lever pushed down, blade all the way open, this is our next guideline. We also make a guideline to the beard because we're gonna fade the beard in. We're not just gonna leave a blunt line. And like I always tell you guys, an inch up, go an inch up. And we're staying, below where the C cup ends on this blend. We're kind of like a curve to it because we wanna keep it lowered towards the occipital bone part, so that you don't have to go too high around the calic area when the blend is done, so that it's still laid down. You know what I'm saying? So the next step was the 1.5, and right here I got the 4 guard. This is the number 0 speedo. It's like equivalent to a number 4, and we're just knocking down bulk. Kind of skipping some guards just to make it easier for when we're gonna blend to that length up top. We know we're fading to a 4. So just to catch you guys up, we started with the outliner blade, then we made our next guideline with the Andes open, then the 1 open. Now we are clearing bulk with the number 4. So let's go ahead and start knocking out these lines. We're going to start from the bottom up, and this is the Andes all the way closed, and we're going about a 1/4 inch up. A lot of you guys make the mistake, like I always tell you, you're just trying to like flick at that line. You're not even really cutting anything, and then you're wondering why you can't take the line out. You gotta go up until you remove that initial line. Now you're gonna create another line, but that's why you gradually open that lever a 1/4. You can skip each notch, maybe 1 notch at a time, and you're going up a 1/4 of an inch up until you're up to the next line, which is that guideline that starts where the 1.5 starts, or the 1 open starts, if that makes sense to you guys. And while we're here, let's start blending this beard in. Pay attention to how I'm opening and closing the lever. We're about halfway open at the lever here, and you can see we created another line, but we're gradually removing each line that we create until it's completely blended. As you can see, now it's completely blended, and the next step we have to worry about is that next guideline that we created with the 1 open. Now this is a difficult haircut. This is something that takes time. This isn't a haircut that you're just gonna be a barber for a couple months and think you're gonna knock it out of the park. You know what I'm saying? It takes repetition. It takes practice. These are very popular haircuts right now in the shop. So this is a number 3 guard, and we got it open. So right underneath where we left off with that number 4, we're gonna start blending down. Now it's closed. Once you get to these high guards, you don't need to gradually open or close them. Like I literally will go from the 3 open and to the 3 closed. So I'll skip all that notch work, all that lever work, straight from the 3 open to the 3 closed, and they should blend right into one another without any issues, any problems. Same thing with the number 2. 2 open to 2 closed. Matter of fact, same thing with the number 1. Number 1 open to 1 closed. It's when you get to the 0 guard and you know, the blade open that you really have to worry about the transition. Now I went back to number 4 because I kind of created another line or shelf, I would say. But once you put that number 4, it quickly takes it out. So this is the number 2 guard. It's open because we are blending down. So we're going to start from the 1 open, right where we left off with that number 3 closed. And then we'll close it all the way, that number 2, and go right underneath where we left off with that 2 open, because you're blending down. And we're doing this all the way around. This takes time. You gotta have some patience with this haircut if you want to come out the way you want it to come out. Yeah, so this I believe is the, yeah, this is the 1 open. Just cleaning up right underneath the number 2 closed. Alright, so I believe where we're at right now is the number 0 guard. The number 0 guard is going to start to, as you can see, it's going to start to blend that last line, that last guideline that we have. And it's kind of just connecting everything together. We're meeting in the middle. I guess you can call this meeting in the middle fading. For me, with large transitions, this seems to be the easiest way for me to make a nice blend from a very low start to, you know, a very long finish. I'll meet in the middle. And the tip I could tell you too is, you know, typically when you're fading this low on the sides like a 0, typically, you know, whatever you use to create the line is what you're going to go back and use to take it out, whether it be by, you know, using the corner of your teeth or stretching the skin and cutting in that area. That's how you're going to take it out. A lot of people get scared to go back to what they use to create that line in fear that they're going to raise the line more, but that's generally, you know, the rule of thumb. What you use to put the line in, you're going to use to take it out. And at this point, we're just going to start going back and detailing the work. You know, there's some bulk here and there, and especially right there by the occipital bone, there's always generally, after I go through the steps, it's generally, you know, some bulk. But I just go back and detail. And with all that hair on the top, the length of it, you know, when you comb in the beginning, just try to comb it to where it will naturally lay. Don't force it different directions. As you can see, like in the calic area on the sides, I let it lay where it wants to lay. I don't try to force anything. That's when you start getting, you know, that hair that wants to sprout out and it doesn't want to lay down. It's because you're cutting it too short in a direction that it doesn't want to, you know, go, and you're forcing it. This is one of my favorite haircuts to do though. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, like the occipital bone area, sometimes I really gotta pay attention in detail, because there always seems to be some type of bulk there. That's all right. That's why you take your time and you spend the extra attention to detail in that area. You can see the blends coming out nice. And it's all trial and error, man. If it's not cutting, then you know that you need to either lower the guard, or you need to close the lever, or you need to open it, whatever it may be. But unless you try to fix something, you'll never learn. You know what I mean? If you give up on a line or whatever, if you give up trying to take that line out or take bulk out, then you're never gonna learn. I mean, every haircut's gonna be an experience, and it should be a learning experience. So I mean, in barbering, you're not gonna become better unless you're a problem solver. So figure out how to solve problems. So I'll go back with the triple zero blade. It's a little bit longer than the outliner blade, and kind of pluck at it and get little parts where I think there's a little bit of a line. And you see them more when you look at the haircut at an angle. Alright, so let's start doing some scissor work. And I usually like to start at the ridge, connecting that number 4 to the sides of the hair. And generally the number 4 guard is like finger length, so it's pretty easy if you end with a number 4 to connect the hair on top on the ridge or whatever. It's pretty easy to connect it, and you can see when you pull the hair tight. I like to pull the hair tight, that way I get the full length of it. You'll get to see the hairs that need to be connected. So what I like to do is I'll start in the middle. This is kind of like textbook, what they taught us in school. And I'll create my guideline. And generally, if somebody hasn't come in a month, you know that you got to cut off a 1/2 inch. If it's been 2 weeks, then it's a 1/4 inch. Now once I get that middle guideline done, then I start, and obviously the ridge is done. I'm just connecting that side, the part that I'm grabbing right now, connecting that from the ridge to that middle guideline. Like you can see right here, you can see the long hair sticking out. Boom. So you're connecting the hair that you cut originally at the ridge, and you're connecting it to the hair that you cut in the middle, your guideline. And that's how you get that even cut. And right here I'm using the thinning shears. I'm texturizing the hair, combing it back, leaving the bangs because I don't want to cut that with the texturizing shears, and leave it sprout out and stuff in the front. And you don't want to use those shears too close to the scalp, because then you're going to be cutting too much length of hair. You want to do it right at the ends of the hair shafts. What I was doing there, because he wants his hairline natural, I was just cleaning things up with the scissors. So here we're using the Slimline Pro to create that arch. And we're not lining up the front, we're gonna keep it natural. It's much more, for me it's a better look with this style of haircut, this business look, leaving the hairline natural. That's something you can coach your clients with. But I wouldn't put a harsh line in the front, not with this style. Here I'm using the 245 shave gel. My baby, my creation. I'm excited about it, man. I've used probably every shave gel out there, and I kept that in mind when I was creating this. The pros and cons of what I wanted in this shave gel. And we tested it out. We've been working on this for a while. Been trying to, keep it a secret, but now it's here. So we're getting a nice beard shave. Now we're gonna blow dry his hair. It was wet. We're gonna blow dry it and kind of I did add hair serum before I started blow drying. You always want to protect the hair. Now I'm just kind of manipulating the hair where I want it to go, how I want it to lay, where I want volume and stuff. I definitely recommend you guys play around a little bit with a blow dryer. And then here I'm using a matte, a stronghold matte product, and I believe I'm using Carter Company. It's their Flux wax, and it's a stronghold matte finish. The only thing about this is it doesn't have a scent, but man, I like the way that it styles the hair. And there's your finished product. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Keep showing me love. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you guys like the tutorial. Definitely finish off with the next shave with the shave gel, and I'll let you guys know when we're gonna be selling the shave gels online, so you guys can get your hands on them. Appreciate you guys as always. Oh, and if you're in Orlando, you're gonna be at the hair show. This is our booth number, 5784. Come check us out. We'll be doing, showcasing educational things, and come pick up a shave gel.